Ah, the boundless energy of youth. Could there be some basis in truth to all these tales? The signs all point to this, but how is someone with my education, my knowledge, to take these tales seriously? If only my aging mind could remember the tales as vividly as I did in my younger days. Stay a while and listen.
Hey everyone, Echo here. Today I'm going to be giving you my first impressions on the stress test servers and what I felt was different from the private servers I've been playing, and what I can kind of remember from the vanilla days of old. Keep in mind, this is not the full beta, just the stress test beta, so some things might be different on the beta live servers. That being said, here are 7 things that just felt different.
Please, Blizzard, if you can do me a favor and give me beta, that would be great. I would love to do content, and this is the best game you've had.
Coming in at number 1 is how the game feels when it comes to the reactiveness of the abilities inside the game. Coming from private servers, it seems to always be a half second later, and it feels like I have to press a button more than once to confirm the actions in comparisons to the live beta. It feels almost as if everything is fully reactive and very smooth. Hard to describe unless you really played vanilla or private servers really. This isn't a bad thing, it's what I would have imagined the developers from the original 2004 team would have wanted. I would put this in a positive more than any form of negative. I would not want lag brought in from 2004 no matter how no changes you are. Alright, so for number 2, it's something a little different and I don't know what the implications are going to be later on. So, for number 2, it's spells not queuing up for their next attack. Now, I don't know if this is a bug or if it's working as intended or how it's supposed to work from what I can remember from vanilla, but it's spells like Heroic Strike for warriors just not queuing up while facing the opposite direction of the opponent. Here's an example. If I were to turn my character around and then queue up Heroic Strike on a private server, when I turn back around, it would release upon the target. However, on the live beta of World of Warcraft, you can't really seem to do that. So you can't really make your next auto attack ability queue up while facing the opposite direction of the target. Like I said, not sure how much of a big deal this is, but it is something I did notice. And I really want to make sure Blizzard is aware of these issues. If it even is an issue, I don't know. Is it? Warriors out there, let me know. I'm not sure. Third on my list is me nitpicking a little bit, but it is the water on the new live servers that looks really out of place when the settings are placed on high or ultra. I know this one is not a big deal to many people, but coming from vanilla and private servers, this kind of threw me off. Now, it does seem normal once placed on medium. It looks like I'll be keeping mine on medium, so it looks more in place with the classic World of Warcraft. Minor thing for number 3, I know, but hey, it's something I noticed. For number 4 would be the fact that you can turn up the settings at all. I could have put this with number 3 and put them together, but the water looks so different, I thought it deserved a spot on its own. Seeing the game in high graphics is just triggering, but not in the, oh my god, why did they add this kind of way, but more of a, I cannot believe I'm enjoying these graphics kind of way. I really thought the new graphics would take away from the classic experience. Instead, it almost flows well with itself. I could see the team, once again from 2004, imagined it the entire time. Yeah, it might throw you off at first, but in my own personal opinion, it's an improvement that doesn't really change the way you play the game. Some examples of this improvement are the foliage and being able to see further into the distance. It also makes my character look less choppy and grainy, and the added shadow effects look great and doesn't look like it's just been painted on the ground. I would almost consider this classic plus, bringing the old with the new. There you go. Number 4. Next on my list at number 5 is the Dayz mechanic feels off. Now, from a private server and what I can remember about vanilla, I remember being dazed by mobs more. It don't seem like mobs really daze me as much. Feels like I can just run away from anything. That does not mean I did not die, but it was all for testing purposes, I promise. Blizz, please give me beta. This is just a quick reminder. A nice little ASMR for you. Please give me some beta. Thank you. After testing, it seems like I can only be dazed about 1 to 3 times every minute on the current live server, whereas on my private server on Light's Hope, I was dazed about 5 to 6 times per minute, being around the same mob's level. And that was just after a few tests. If this is working correctly, then I'm okay with it, which means I could just run away safely more. I promise I did not just die on accident, that it was all for testing purposes. For the 6th entry on this list is mana and health regeneration in and out of combat. Okay, for this one, I don't ever recall on vanilla or private servers having that much health regeneration or mana regeneration. I was able to challenge mobs that were 3 to 4 levels higher and be able to keep myself fully healed while auto-attacking the mob to death. It could have been the level that I was at, affecting the regen rates, but I swear I do not remember ever being able to do this. Even after being completely out of mana, the fact that I regened in chunks, I was able to keep casting heals over and over, despite the fact that I was literally 0 on my mana bar. I did not once need to sit down, eat, or drink, while in private servers, regen doesn't come back in such big chunks, and I would have died to the mobs normally, if I was on Light's Hope or any other server. Alright, so last on the list is phasing. I have to have this on the list just because I experienced it and it brought a lot to my attention that moment. A lot of things went through my head. When I got phased after trying to heal another member of the community, which could have been a friend, it was taken away from me. The opportunity to commute with another individual in the community was just stripped away during a phasing transition. This is why it should never be in the game, because the community is what brings this game together, especially in classic WoW. If you look at all the top streamers or just on private servers in general, the community is the game. The game doesn't make the community makes the game. And when I was stripped of the opportunity to commute with a fellow player, that was something that I feel was taken. And that should never be in the game. Ever. In any form, any capacity, at all. I will deal with the lag, but being able to see another player that you're leveling up with right beside you, even though you guys don't talk, you see each other throughout the zone. You get to see each other's progress. Oh, that guy dinged. Oh, I'm moving to Tarnaris. 3 days later, I see that guy in Tarnaris. I know where he's doing. I know how he's doing. If he gets attacked by Alliance, I'm going to help him out. If he gets attacked by Horde, I'll help him out, whatever faction you are. But you don't get that opportunity when it's taken from you through phasing. Okay, so I can understand if they have to have phasing, but at least give me a solution to it, an option. Let's say it starts to become high on frame rate and start to lag. Give me the option to shard myself, not shard me automatically or phase me or whatever it's called. I want the option. I don't want that option stripped from me. If I want to stay there and level with that guy that's standing next to me, I should be able to do that. I should have the choice if I want to shard or not. Give me an option, at least. But those were just the 7 things I noticed in the stress test beta that just weren't in vanilla or private servers, really. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned on the classic content I'm going to be trying to produce. But I really, really need that beta in order to do that. Leave a suggestion in the comment section down below on what the next video I should do. I'm also live here and there on Twitch at twitch.tv/EchoTGS. I hope to see you guys in the classic beta. Have a good one. Peace.